Hello design superheroes, I am so glad to be back with you again. Today we're going to take a walk through the design process for the kitchen of my client Erica Faye Jones' Upper East Side apartment here in Manhattan. For many of us, the kitchen is truly the heart of the home. We spend more time there than any other part of the house. So it's essential that our kitchens deliver on the happiness and the joy that we crave while providing the first-class function we need for cooking, for baking, and all the other tasks we needed to perform. Are you ready to dive in? Let's go. Kitchens come in all shapes and sizes. Like many of us, especially those of us here in New York City, Erica has a galley kitchen. So how we approach the design to maximize the openness and the efficiency of this space was crucially important. Obviously with New York apartments, kitchens are a premium luxury as far as space is concerned.
I think we're doing shelves.
We're doing floating shelves. And the whole idea here is to keep this space a bit more open shelves on this side, heavier cabinetry on this side. But we did the shelves really to not only keep the functionality in place, but also to open up the space.
Right.
If you put heavy cabinetry here, and you have heavy cabinetry here as well, the space kind of closes in on you.
I agree, yeah.
And it becomes kind of, claustrophobic. And that way, when the sunlight comes through the window, it just feels
bigger. Yeah, it doesn't block the light.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like it.
Erica wanted the feel of an all-white kitchen without going completely neutral. So what we did is we chose a shade of taupe, almost like a light plum color that felt very elegant and also understated. A lighter color palette helps create the feeling of more openness, more spaciousness. So if you have a small room and you want it to feel bigger, consider using a light color scheme. Now, this is still a maximalist home, so we wanted to make a grand statement. And to do that, we selected a gorgeous slab of marble from Ann Sachs for both the backsplash and the countertops. So we talked about how the kitchen is basically a galley. I think we have an opportunity to go really bold with stone if you're willing to take the leap. I think that we can make a big statement with that.
I agree. I mean, I love the veiny nature of this stone. What's the name of the stone?
So this is Calcutta Viola.
Calcutta Viola.
And,
I love the purple, pink, and green together are two of my favorite colors. I see pink, I see green, I see purple, I see taupe. I would love to see this in my kitchen.
Okay, I love this too. If you're going with marble, there are so many amazing selections out there to choose from. The style we chose is called Calcutta Viola, and it has this incredible mix of veining with streaks of chocolate, white, gray, a little bit of amethyst, and violet. In kitchens, typically your greatest surface area are your countertops and your backsplash. So, if you can make a big statement here, you should absolutely go for it. We chose a polished finish for the marble. Now typically marble comes in two finishes, honed or polished. I like a polished finish for a kitchen because it's more durable, but again, there's no rules here. Find the one that works best for you. It's more of a sheen to it.
Yes.
Honed, as you know, is much more soft and buttery to touch.
Yes.
That could be great for bathrooms,
yes.
maybe in the rest of the home.
Yes.
But for the kitchen, let's go with the polished finish and make it a really beautiful show house level wow factor statement.
Definitely.
We decided on simple shaker style cabinets that we painted the same color as the taupe on the walls. If you have a small kitchen, the simpler the cabinet design, the better. And then painting your cabinets the same color as the walls is a great way to create the feeling of more openness and space. Another way to do this? Open shelving. So for this project, we're going to install 2 open shelves wrapped in Calcutta Viola marble over the sink. Not only will it open up the room visually, but it allows Erica to display her collection of beautiful dishes and glasses and heirloom kitchenware that she's collected over the years. For the floor, we chose a simple creamy white tile, once again from Ann Sachs. The floor will be a bit more simple, but I think with all this movement that we have here in the stone,
The floor should be more simple.
The eye needs a break.
Yeah.
You know, that's what keeps it from being maximalism without restraint.
Yes.
So this is going to be very maximalist on the walls.
Right.
We got to calm it down a little bit on the floors and give the eye a visual, like a palette cleanser, if you will. So the interplay of the taupe, the creamy white, the Calcutta Viola marble on those surfaces is going to open up that kitchen visually. It's going to make it feel light and airy and give the overall space this incredible wow factor. For the appliances, we chose a generic collection. It includes a range, stacking ovens, refrigerator, and a freezer. The black interior lining of the refrigerator and the two-tone brass and silver knobs on the range, again, these are just fashion-forward elements that I know Erica's going to fall in love with. The placement of the appliances to the sink and the countertops is key. Generally, what you want to do is create a triangle to keep all these things within a few feet of each other so that way when you're preparing a meal, what you need is at your fingertips. When it comes to the plumbing fixtures, we're going to go with a really amazing collection of fixtures from Kohler. They're all in brass, they're going to stand up well to time and to usage, and they'll feel like pops of jewelry that will really give this kitchen some beautiful sparkle. So while we're here, I want to share with you my point of view as it pertains to finishes. They do not all have to match. I love to mix and match finishes, like jewelry. You know, you can do a silver watch with a gold ring. And the same thing applies to your plumbing fixtures. They just have to complement each other. So do not be afraid of doing the same. Lighting. Let's not forget about the lighting. Very important category of design. Now, in this kitchen, we have recessed fixtures overhead, but when you're designing your kitchen, don't be fooled into thinking that that's enough. So, simple solution. Install undermounted strip lighting beneath your upper cabinetry. You will always need more light on your countertops than what's provided by recessed fixtures in your ceiling. So, above the sink area, we're installing 2 articulated wall sconces. Now, this obviously solves for counter lighting, but it's also a gorgeous design statement. Design superheroes, you know my obsession by now is the ceilings. Leave no ceiling behind. For Erica's kitchen, we found that this ceiling deserves something special, something amazing, so we chose this stingray-inspired wall covering. It adds just another layer of fire, color, texture, surprise. It's the perfect finishing touch for this kitchen space. I am so in love with what we were able to accomplish in Erica's kitchen design. She was too, and you'll be able to see her reaction at the end of our series. But for now, here's your sneak peek. For a galley kitchen, the space feels open, it feels airy, it feels bright, and we avoided going with an all-white kitchen by using this gorgeous taupe color on the cabinets and the walls. The Calcutta Viola marble on the countertops and backsplash is the maximalist element of this kitchen's design. In fact, we loved it so much that we actually wrapped the range hood with it. The open shelving is perfect for Erica's favorite dishware. And on the ceiling, we have a really fun, unexpected element in the stingray-inspired wall covering. It provides another texture and surprise to the space. Okay, design superheroes, here are the takeaways. Are you ready? Number 1, if you have a small kitchen, go with light colors to make it feel bigger than what it is. But remember, you don't have to settle for white. There are many other options that can deliver a pop of color for you in a lighter palette. Number 2, cabinets with a simple design painted in the same color as the kitchen walls and adding open shelving can also help you open up the space visually. Number 3, think about your countertop and backsplash surfaces as a way to add maximum impact. Here we use marble, but there are so many other options out there that can give you the statement that you're looking for. Find the one that works best for you. Number 4, your plumbing and appliance fixtures do not all have to match. As long as they complement each other, I think it's way more interesting to mix it up. Number 5, plan for undermounted strip lights on your upper cabinetry and then add wall sconces to give you proper lighting on your countertops. This is a must. Number 6, don't forget your ceilings. It's a fun way to add another layer of surprise, and unless there's a nuclear level explosion of pasta sauce, you don't have to worry about it getting dirty. Okay, design superheroes, are you feeling inspired? Are you ready to dig into the design of your kitchens? Whether it's a gut renovation or a small upgrade, I hope this has given you the confidence to just go for it. If it has, please join our design superhero movement and subscribe. Next up, every bathroom in this amazing apartment. I can't wait to share it with you. Until we meet again, and I know you keep hearing me say this, I can't say it enough, but I believe in it. Be bold.